Hello everyone. This is the first lecture in the second module of the paper Basic Logic and Number Theory. In this lecture we will discuss the well-ordering principle, mathematical induction. The principle of mathematical induction is a powerful proof technique. Many interesting results in mathematics hold true for all positive integers. For example, consider these statements. These statements are true for every positive integer n and all real numbers x, y and xi. That is, first example is xy power n is equal to x power n into y power n. This is true for all positive integer n. This is true for all positive integer n. Another example is log x1, x2, etc. xn is equal to log x1 plus log x2 plus etc. log xn. This is summation I from 1 to n log xi, that is equal to log x1 plus log x2 plus etc. log xn. This is also true for any positive integer n. If n is equal to 2, we have log x1, x2 is equal to log x1 plus log x2. Another example is summation I from 1 to n I, that is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. That is I from 1 to n I means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n. That is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. That is the sum of the first n natural numbers is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. This is also true for any natural number n or any positive integer n. Okay. Another result is summation I from 0 to n minus 1 r power I is equal to r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1, where r is not equal to 1. We can see so many statements like this which are true for every positive integer n. How can we prove these types of statements? So to prove these types of statements, we have to verify the formula or the statements for any positive integer n. But it is not possible to substitute each positive integer for n and verify that the formula is true. So here we can use the principle of mathematical induction to prove these types of formulas. Before entering to the topic mathematical induction, we have to know what is well-ordering principle. The well-ordering principle is that every non-empty set of positive integers has a least element. Every non-empty set of positive integers has a least element. That is the well-ordering principle. For example, consider the set 17, 23, 5, 18, 13. So this set consists of these numbers 17, 23, 5, 18, 13. So we have this set has a least element of 5. So that is the well ordering principle, because the elements of this set can be ordered in ascending order as 5, 13, 17, 18 and 23. So this set has a least element. Okay, so this is a non-empty set of positive integers. So we verified the well ordering principle, that is this set has a least element. Now, by virtue of this well-ordering principle, we can see that set of all positive integers is well-ordered. Set of all positive integers is well-ordered. But we have the set of negative integers is not well-ordered, because this set does not have a least element. Actually, this set is nothing but the set of all negative integers, that is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc. So this set contains infinite number of terms. So this set does not have a least element. But in this case, the set of all positive integers, we know a set of all positive integers is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So we have 1 is a least element of this set. So clearly positive set of all positive integers is a well ordered, but the set of all negative integers is not well ordered. Now, as an application of the well-ordering principle, we can discuss this example. Prove that there is no positive integer between 0 and 1. So here we are going to apply this well-ordering principle to prove this. This question is, prove that there is no positive integer between 0 and 1. what is well ordering principle? Every non-empty set of positive integers has a least element. Okay, so here we need to prove that there is no positive integer between 0 and 1. This statement can be proved by contradiction. So here we have to show that there is no positive integer between 0 and 1. So if possible, suppose that there is a positive integer between 0 and 1. There is a positive integer a between 0 and 1. So this is 0, this is 1, and if possible, suppose that there is a positive integer a between 0 and 1. And let S equal to the set of all n belongs to Z plus such that 0 less than n less than 1. That is, let S denote the set of all positive integers between 0 and 1. Since we assumed that a is a positive integer between 0 and 1, a belongs to S. We have a belongs to S. So that is, since 0 is less than a less than 1 and a is a positive integer, we assume that, so a belongs to S, and therefore we have S is a non-empty set. Clear? So since S is a non-empty set, we have, by the well ordering principle, S has a least element. We know the well ordering principle is nothing but a non-empty set of positive integers has a least element. So here we are assumed that a belongs to S and a is an integer between 0 and 1. So S is non-empty. So by well ordering principle, S has a least element, say L. So S contains a least element and it is L. That is, L lies between 0 and 1. So we have, since L lies between 0 and 1, we have L square also lies between 0 and 1, and also we have L square is less than L, because L lies between 0 and 1. We have L square is less than L. Since L is an integer, L square is also an integer. Okay, so 0 less than L square less than L, so L square belongs to S. Clear? But we know L square is less than L, which contradicts our assumption that L is a least element of S. Our assumption is that S has a least element L. So but we obtained here is L square is less than L, so L is not a least element, so which is a contradiction. Uh, Therefore, our assumption that there is a positive integer between 0 and 1 is wrong. This assumption is wrong. That means there are no positive integers between 0 and 1. So we proved this statement by contradiction, and here we used the well ordering principle. Okay. Next example is, prove that every non-empty set of non-negative integers has a least element. Prove that every non-empty set of non-negative integers has a least element. This example shows that the well ordering principle can be extended to whole numbers also. We know the well ordering principle is that every non-empty set of positive integers has a least element. But this example says that every non-empty set of non-negative integers, that is non-negative integers means 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., has a least element. So this example shows that the well ordering principle can be extended to whole numbers also. So we can prove this by cases. Let S be a set of non-negative integers. Let S be a set of non-negative integers. Now we can consider two cases. First case is 0 belongs to S, and the second case is 0 does not belong to S. So first case, suppose 0 belongs to S. Since 0 is less than every positive integer, we have 0 is less than every non-zero element in S. We assumed that S is a set of non-negative integers, and assume that the first case as 0 belongs to S. So since 0 is less than every positive integer, we have 0 is less than every non-zero element in S. So 0 is a least element in S. So in first case we proved that 0 is a least element in S. That means S has a least element. Therefore S has a least elements. So we proved that S has a least element in the first case, that is the first case is 0 belongs to S. Now what about the second case? Second case is suppose 0 does not belong to S. If 0 does not belong to S, then S contains only positive integers. Then we know by well ordering principle S contains a least element. Okay. Thus, in both the cases, S contains a least element. So here we proved that the every non-empty set of non-negative integers has a least element. So we proved this by cases. We assume that first case is 0 belongs to S and second case 0 does not belongs to S. Now you try to do these problems.